So if you've been paying attention in class, you know how powerful air pressure is. But just to remind you, I'm going to show you this little demo online called Egg in a Bottle that proves how powerful air pressure can really be. In order to do this at home, you need a glass bottle with an opening approximately this size. The Cloverleaf dairy bottles work perfectly. You need a strip of paper that you have crumpled to make a wick like this so that you can light this on fire and stick it in the bottle. You need a match, and you need a medium-sized hard-boiled egg. If you use a larger sized egg, it will not fit through the opening in the bottle, so the experiment won't work. Sometimes I find that oiling up the egg a little bit first with some vegetable oil really helps it slip through more easily, so sometimes you want to start with that as well. To see that this experiment can be done safely at home, I am going to be demonstrating Egg in a Bottle with my assistant Emma at home. As you can see, we've already assembled all the materials we need. We have a crumpled up piece of construction paper for our wick, we have a book of matches, our glass bottle, a bowl of canola oil to dip the egg in, and
hard-boiled eggs.
Emma also has a trusted adult to help her since there is fire involved with this project, just like you should. Okay, I am getting ready to light my wick with the match while my assistant Emma is dipping an egg in the oil to make it slippery for the experiment. Very carefully light the construction paper on fire. Place it into the bottle to heat up the air particles inside. And Emma, place that egg on top of the bottle, please. There is a second fun and easy way to do this experiment too that we call birthday egg. Right now my assistant Emma is placing 3 candles in the top of a hard-boiled egg. She's just sticking them down in there so that they stick straight up. Add that 3rd candle, please. We have that perfectly set up. This experiment involves lighting these 3 candles on fire and then turning our milk bottle upside down over the top. Are you finished? Okay. So this time we have the egg sitting in the lid to the vegetable oil. That gives me both hands free to easily light the match. I'm going to light each of the 3 candles. And this time I'm going to turn the milk bottle upside down over the top. I'm going to lower it down really slowly. That way the candles have time to heat up the air inside.
But don't let it touch the egg yet.
Right, you need to let the air have time to heat up and have some of those particles escape through the bottom. So very slowly I'm lowering the jar down on top of the egg. Now I've finally made contact with the egg. Okay, and it sucks the egg into the bottle this time. The egg is inside the bottle. How do you get it out, you might ask? Well, this part's kind of gross but fun. So since we used air particles and air pressure to get the egg into the bottle, we also have to use air particles and air pressure to get the egg out of the bottle. And in order to do that, we need to add air pressure to the bottle to help it push the egg out. I'm going to do that by blowing into the bottle, putting more particles in to help force the egg out of the opening.
It's gross.
There you go.
Don't have your mouth open or it'll go right in.
It really will. So now that you've seen Egg in a Bottle in action, I know you're just dying to know how it works. So I'm going to explain the science behind it. When you light that wick on fire and place it into the bottle, you are heating up the air particles that are inside the bottle. And that means they're going to be moving much more rapidly because we know that heated air particles move more quickly than cooled air particles. Because they're getting so hot, they're moving and bouncing a lot faster than they were before, and that means that they're just rocketing out this opening and joining the air particles on the outside. Eventually, once you pop that egg on the top, there are much fewer air particles inside the bottle than there are on the outside because so many of them have left after you heated them up. So when you put that egg on, there are more particles in the air outside pushing down on the egg than there are on the inside pushing up. And that makes sort of a vacuum that allows the egg to get sucked down into the bottle.